My name is James William Sr. This is Convoy number 2. So, I'm going to make this video, and I hope that for the sake of all things, that if you are under the age of 15, you should probably not be watching anything that I do unless it has something to do with me doing martial arts. Also, don't do blindfold challenges, duct tape challenges, or anything that can possibly get you hurt, wounded, or killed. Alright? Cool. So this video is about all these supernatural videos that I've been watching. Alright? Let me explain. I'm not talking about the Supernatural TV show, because even though it is one of my favorite shows, it has nothing to do with the video that you are about to watch here as I speak on this stuff. As a young man, it is not hard to be susceptible. As a young woman, it is not hard to be susceptible. As a young person in general, it is not hard to be susceptible to things we do not understand. Alright, so let me begin now. As a person who is of Native American descent, as well as black descent, as well as white descent, I want to explain some things to you. I've always believed in magic and the supernatural, as I also believe that there is a mighty God in the sky. Alright? Now, I've never seen heaven. I'm in no hurry to get there. I have never seen hell because I'm living in hell right here on earth right now. But everybody's hell is different. Alright? So let me break it down for you in layman's terms. I'm a strong believer in the good Lord. And I believe that you can't believe in supernatural stuff if you don't believe in God. Alright? If you don't have a strong faith in God, if you don't believe in God, it's kind of hard to say that these things do or don't exist. In my heart of hearts, in all heartfully felt, I do believe in God. Me and God ain't been on the same page in over 9 years, but I do believe in Him. And I pray to Him every day. Also, might need to change my hairstyle. Yeah, I'm going to go on and get my 2 plaits instead of 1. As my samurai do is curled up. And I don't have straight hair, I have naturally curly hair. Being mixed sometimes gives you an advantage in the hair department, and sometimes it gives you a curse in the hair department. Oh dear, I do not have a rubber band. I got plenty of these headband things. So, moving on, as I work my way through this stuff, we'll use dark blue. Now, with that being said, people often ask, especially people who are very religious, often ask, are you a God-fearing person? And I tell them, hell no. And it's like, what? You don't fear God? And I say again, hell no. I say, there's 2 things you need to understand. If you are afraid of God, then you don't truly know God. He does not want you to fear Him. He wants you to love Him. And you can't love something that you are afraid of. Or at least, I can't. Now, like I said, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for everyone else. Because everyone views the world differently. And they do. They view the world way differently. Who am I to pass judgment on what you choose to view? No, I'm no better than you. I'm no worse than you. But I will say this. In some cases, I may be a tiny smidge wiser. Because when you think logically, people tend to not go with your views. Because most people don't like logical thinkers. Most people don't like honest people. And that's where herein thou problems lie. Alright? So, Bigfoot. Yay or nay? I do believe in Bigfoot. Especially since a lot of them have been out toward the Nelson County and the woodland areas in Virginia and in West Virginia, and the stories from tribes that are all over the place. Alright? From the East Coast to the West Coast. From the North to the South. And there are many different forms. And then there's the Wendigo, and there's the Dogman. Greek mythology had its own creatures. Sirens, hinds, centaurs, strayers, pans, whatever you want to call them. Hydras, Goliaths like things, golems, those kind of things. similar to hell. Do I believe that they existed? Hell yeah, I do. Do I believe in alternate timelines and alternate dimensions? And not just because I'm a Marvel Comics fan. Hell yeah, I do. Because sometimes I feel like I slide in and out of dimensions and I have no proof of it because it seems like I'm the only one who remembers certain events in the world and no one else does. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. Kind of be like, well, are we living in the Matrix in real life? Yeah, I don't think that we are. I pray like hell that we're not. But if we are, I don't really want to wake up. But I'd love to have some of those superpowers to manifest stuff and start making things float and just being the one in general. But, here's the thing. No one really knows, except for those guys that had out-of-body experiences and stuff like that. And the children that have died and come back, and the grown people who have died and gone to hell and come back. They know. I don't. If you want to ask them, find them and ask them. I believe in a hierarchy when it comes to, like, the Lord. I believe that the Lord is first. Then somewhere along the line, you have the Scandinavian gods, which is Odin and Thor and them, and you have the Greek gods, which is Zeus and the Titans and Hercules and them. And then you have the Native American gods. You have the Egyptian gods. Now, not necessarily in that order, but you get what I'm trying to build there. It's like a family tree, because you got God, Jesus, and you got Zeus and Hercules, and Zeus was a horny motherfucker who had children with his own children and his siblings, so we'll keep him over there. Then you have Odin and all of his people with Thor, and you have Native Americans, so you have Coyote, you have the Thunderbird, you have the Deer Woman, you have the Polar Bear, you have the Pukwudgies, and all the other good and bad spirits together, and Bigfoot and stuff like that. But Bigfoot transcends all continents. Don't know about the island continents, but for the most part, all continents. From the north tip of America to the south tip of the South America, from the top of Russia, Asia, North Pole to the bottom, except for Antarctica, because no one has ever really stayed down there long enough to find out if one is down there. But the whole bottom line is that these supernatural beings have not been proven to not exist or to exist. So that enigma inside of the mystery that is the enigma, see what I did there, will always be until we have a body. I'm not saying we should go out and hunt this thing down and kill it, because we shouldn't. There have been many of movies made where Bigfoot is the bad guy and Bigfoot is the good guy. A couple of those movies that you should probably check out. Google them. It Exists is a good one. There was another one I just watched. I can't remember the name of it, but it had a family that stumbled into Bigfoot. They saved Bigfoot from two poachers in like New York or some shit like that. But it was a pretty good movie. And then there's Harry and the Hendersons. That was probably like the best funny one. And then there's Little Bigfoot with some kid. One of the kids from Home Improvement was trying to save Bigfoot, and the other's one about a Bigfoot wildlife reserve or some shit. And then if you want to watch these other things like Killing Bigfoot, Finding Bigfoot, Mountain Monsters and stuff like that, you just have to Google them and you can find them anywhere. The internet is vast. The thing with supernatural creatures is that, I'm going to say this because I'm going to play devil's advocate, because I like being honest. Are we going to be able to like what we find? Will it be safe? Are we going to open a box of monsters that we can't contain? Alright? The stories I've been watching on certain YouTube channels with Bigfoot, there have been stories where Bigfoot has been peaceful, and there have been stories where Bigfoot will fuck you up. And they're different tribes. And then people are like, well, how have they survived so long? And how come we only see every now and again? And then they're comparing them with the blue orbs and the aliens and Bigfoot appearing when the orbs appear and disappearing when the orbs appear. And we really just don't know. Alright, let's just put it that way. We really just don't know. But the world and scientists and cryptozoology and all of these people, they really, really, really want to find out. My question to them, so I can end this video, is, are we sure we want to go down that rabbit hole? Are we really sure that you want to fuck with the Earth's guardians? And they are guardians. I can tell you from what I've learned from Native American cultures, some tribes of Bigfoots are good and they're guardians. Most of them are that way. Some are not. And they didn't always start that way. Same thing with forest giants in American folklore from Native Americans and stuff too. But, you know, you have to ask yourself, are we really willing to uncover stuff that we don't understand? Are we really willing to establish a dominant force only to have something more dominant take our asses out? You gotta think about these things while you're trekking through the woods trying to find out if this thing is real or not. I will give you a piece of advice. Be very careful where you tread so that your ass doesn't wind up dead. I'm James Williams. Cheers. Come for habit number 2. Be seeing you. I won't make any more videos right now tonight. Well, I probably will, but I won't be posting them, or I will be posting them. It just depends on how I feel when I stop. Okay? I will be re-attempting to do some of my songs on here. If you haven't found any of them, then they're here. I just don't know when that's going to happen. So sometime between now and summertime, or whenever homework doesn't like totally have me bogged down. And we're going to see how that works. But I also have a question. Why is it easier for me to remember songs that I didn't write versus songs that I actually wrote? Plus I need to get on here and write these songs down that I have on my phone so I can get the space off my phone. Again, I'm James Williams. Come for habit number 2. Be seeing you.